This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, May 7th, 2010. I'm your host, Peter Bush, and in the Phoenix Monitor today, we'll talk to Summer Sanders. We'll also have the results of this week's poll question and give you the new poll question. First, let's go to Summer Sanders. The Olympic champ is now more popular than ever. She was on this season's Celebrity Apprentice on NBC, and she joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from Park City, Utah. Oh, and she has someone with her. Hello, Summer. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? My daughter we're in the playroom right now, so she decided to play with some of her toys. She moved on to better things.
Well, it's great to see you. And we noticed you got kicked off the Celebrity Apprentice last week. Was that the first thing you've ever been fired from in your whole life?
Yeah, it was the first time I've ever been fired. And it's a pretty gnarly firing, I have to say. Donald pointing his finger at you. But, you know, it's like you're at a moment when you're sitting there in the boardroom, and if you're project manager, you decide, do I take responsibility for this, or do I try to blame it on somebody else? And especially playing for a charity that I think you guys know all about as well. It's called Right to Play. It was started by Johan Koss, who's a fellow Olympian. Playing for Right to Play, we try to teach kids in other countries about how to be positive members of a society and a community, and part of that is being a good leader and taking responsibility. So honestly, at that moment sitting in the boardroom, I thought to myself, I need to set an example for my charity, and I wasn't too afraid of it. I was fine with it. I thought I really represented my charity well, and I actually had a really good time on the show.
Well, I think you made the right call by taking the responsible approach. Now, yeah. When was that actually taped? How long did you have to keep that secret?
We shot it from the middle of October to the middle of November, and my daughter Sky and my son Spider came to New York with me, so we were there for a whole month playing in the city. So it was, you know, middle of November until it started. It debuted straight after the Olympics. So it was, several months that I had to zip my mouth.
I'm going to do bubbles.
Not bubbles right now. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hello.
Actually, Sky, she's 4, and we just got back from visiting my mom in Palm Desert, and she just started taking off as a little swimmer. She puts her goggles on, her head in. She tries to use her arms and her legs. It's pretty fun to watch.
Fine, I want you to do this again.
Okay, but hold on. I'm going to talk to these guys, okay?
You ever get in the pool with her and show her how it's done?
You know, the last time when we were just in Palm Desert, I did. The funny thing is they were both sitting there, and my mom said, why don't you swim and show them how to do it? And my son, I came up after 2 laps, and my son came up, and he said, don't do that, Mom. Don't do that. Come over here. And then he wanted to jump to me. It's it's all about them sort of getting my attention right now. Kind of like this. So even me with my head in the water is not watching them, which is it's fun. They're at that stage where they just, they want me to watch them do their tricks and their dangerous moves in the pool and, all their new stuff, which I really enjoy being the spectator.
Now, you obviously stay in really good shape. Is swimming the preferred method for that, or do you do other stuff?
I do other stuff. I still love to swim. I need to get back in the pool a bit more, but my exercise choice is really running. It's always been the easiest thing for me. I started it right after I retired from swimming, and especially working for the NBA, I was constantly traveling and on the road, and I just felt like, bringing my running shoes along was the easiest way for me to get out and actually get something done. And then now as a mom, I just, hop out my front door with my running shoes, and I'm 45 minutes, a 45-minute run, and I feel like I got my exercise in. And I don't know what it is. I enjoy swimming, and I enjoy that time with my mind and just thinking about things, and running is very similar to that, where I just get out there. I either just, get to vent or let stress go, or I really get to be creative and think about things.
What's next for you?
Well, you're looking at it. Literally next is going to be some Play-Doh time. But this is it. I'm a mom. I have my 4-year-old daughter, Sky, and then my 2-year-old son, Spider. His first name's actually Charlie, but my husband's a ski racer, so we named him after Spider Savage. So, my life is being with my kiddos, and I'm enjoying every single second of it. Being on the Celebrity Apprentice, I have to say, has sort of lit the fire a bit more, and I'd love to get back into TV and do a bit more. I'm doing features for Rachel Ray, which is, it's great. Trying to balance it all is pretty much my biggest challenge right now.
Well, good luck, Summer. It was great to talk to you, and I'm sure we'll catch up down the road.
Yeah, thank you. Tell all the swimmers I said hello. I miss the swimming community, I have to say. I still cheer for everyone.
All right. We will pass that message along. Thanks, Summer.
Thanks.
All right, that's Summer Sanders joining us from her busy home in Park City, Utah, and we will be right back with a new poll question.
Hello, ladies. Look at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell like. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
All right, poll question this week was, who is the most popular diver in America right now? And most of you went with David Budaya, just about 36% of you, just over Troy Dumais at 35%. Other was the next most popular choice, then Haley Shimatsu, Nick McCrory, Ariel Rittenhouse, and Kelsey Bryant. All right, new poll question. Who will win the $20,000 top prize at the Charlotte Grand Prix next weekend? A few choices for you here: Michael Phelps, Ryan Lochte, Chloe Sutton, Natalie Coughlin, or Dana Vollmer. You can go to swimmingworld.com to cast your vote. And that's it for the show today. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.